Good evening, everyone. My purpose in this presentation is to introduce you to the career of private detective and investigator. This talk is divided into four main parts. First, I will describe the profession in general, including the local job market and typical salary. Second, I will discuss the education and experience required for this profession. Then I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages. Finally, I'll tell you why this is a good job to have. My presentation will take about 5 to 8 minutes, and I will answer questions at the end. First, I will explain the profession in general. Private investigator or detective is a job where you research people or organizations who have committed crimes. For example, you could investigate a missing persons case, theft, or fraud. The work involves conducting research, interviewing people, then preparing reports about what you have discovered. Sometimes you need to testify in court. This career requires skills such as persistence, resourcefulness, and discretion. You also need to have technological skills because the research requires this. This slide shows the salary range for this profession in California and in the United States. The average salary for this profession in California, which is shown on the top, is $63,000. But you can earn even more in bigger cities, up to $96,000. In bigger cities, there are more opportunities, especially with the offices of prosecution and defendants. And on the blue graph, you see the average salary in the United States as a whole. As you can see here, this profession has average opportunities for jobs in California. States with higher than average opportunities are shown here in orange. Locally, there are only a few jobs in Santa Maria, and they are mainly store protection or security and surveillance positions. Now I will move on to discuss the education and experience required for this profession. This job is categorized in Job Zone 3 and requires medium preparation. You need a high school diploma or GED at a minimum with additional vocational training. Some of the jobs will require an AA or BA degree in criminal justice and professional licenses. For example, in some states, you may need a private investigator's license, and other positions require police officer training or certificates. Most of the jobs require 1 to 2 years of working experience in related field. Locally, you can also get an AA degree in criminal justice at Allen Hancock or Cuesta College. This slide shows that the pathway to obtain an AA degree in criminal justice at Cuesta. As you can see, it is possible to get this degree in 4 semesters as a full-time student. This chart shows you the classes that are required and what classes you could take in each semester of your study. Now let's turn to the advantages and disadvantages of this career choice. On the positive side, this career is interesting and exciting. The job can also be rewarding because you are helping prevent and solve crimes. It is a good job for someone who is inquisitive, likes research, and is a problem solver. On the negative side, this work can demand long hours and result in an unpredictable schedule. It can also be stressful and sometimes dangerous. This leads me to my final point, which is why I want this job. This job is interesting because it involves skills that are important to me, such as active listening, problem solving, and research. It is also a helpful profession because you are reporting crimes and helping to prevent them. It is also a realistic job for me because it requires medium-level preparation. I have confidence that I can enroll in a program at Cuesta or Allen Hancock College and complete this degree. Summing up, being a private investigator or detective can be an exciting and rewarding job. It requires research, problem solving, and listening skills. The job outlook in California is good and you can earn a decent salary. I think this job would be very rewarding for me because it requires the skills I value and I want to help solve crimes. Thank you very much for listening, and please, I would like to allow some time for you to ask questions.